Welcome back to the Jade Fox Advice Show. It is amazing to be back in the studio. And today we're a little casual. I have my little beanie on, my little dangly earring. So I hope that's okay with y'all. Do I look good? As you know, at the beginning of every single segment of the Jade Fox Advice Show, we'd like to start off with a little few words of wisdom. And today those words are, broke boys don't deserve no pussy. If you didn't say it, you've got some homework. Let's get into your questions. My ex broke up with me right before we moved in. What do I do? Personally, I think you deserve justice. So maybe there's toothpaste in the applesauce. I don't know. Swap out her coconut oil with lard. I don't know. Do I hate showing up for work because all work is ghetto? Or do I hate my job? The answer is C. And the C stands for count your fucking days, David, or I'm out of here. The C stands for call your mother to work tonight, not me. The only purpose of a job is to make money. It is not something that fuels any passion or is a result of any passion, other than a passion to not go into the collections. So to put it this way, even if you had a job that you liked, it would still be a job. So to answer your question, yes, it is indeed ghetto. And feel free to send us an update. Let us know if you made it out of the hood, Chloe. Can you get unfriend zoned? Usually when people arrive to the decision that they don't want to fuck you, they rarely go back on that. So no. How do I stop getting so emotionally attracted so quickly? Well, if you're a woman dating other women, that's never gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Never in a million years. We be having security deposits ready in hand. And all she did was ask us if we wanted a glass of water. I would also like to say that if you find yourself being emotionally attached quickly to people, I would say that you sound like someone who is willing to show up for people. You sound like someone who sticks up for people. You sound like someone who will really come through for people. You sound like someone who's giving and caring, right? And when you emotionally attach yourself to someone, you are basically saying, I will give this all to you, whether or not you deserve it. So instead of thinking about it like, how do I stop myself from being my authentic self? Think of it like, how do I identify the people who are worthy of me and are worthy of all the emotional intelligence and stability? Stability feels strong. Also, don't be so romantic out the gate. Don't be so quick to roll out the charcuterie boards. Not everyone deserves those peppered meats of yours. It's always pepperoni, but when will it be pepperoni? It's always honey baked ham and never honey baked him. I'm 19 and have never been in a relationship. How do I start getting into dating? I understand your urge to want to experience things and start developing what the earliest stages of your soon-to-be adult life is going to be. But I have to let you know now that you shouldn't rush it, because when you rush it, you end up sleeping with people that you wish you would have dodged later in life. Trust me, it will happen. Right now, it may not seem like you have options, but I'm telling you, when you grow up, and in a couple years, you don't even gotta wait that long. Like literally wait like 2 years. You will have options, I promise you. I know you're focusing on making out, but in the future, you're gonna be just trying to make it out alive, so. Right now, you are in the stage where anyone that you mess with is going to be someone that you omit from the list of people that you messed with in a few years. Everybody has those couple people that were mistakes. Your love life, your dating life will usually end up being kind of like a road trip where you start and it feels like you're never gonna get to the end of it, and it will take some time, and you're gonna see some things that look pretty cool along the way. You're gonna see some things that might be scary. Shit might get dark. You're gonna see some beautiful things. You're gonna experience some beautiful things. You're gonna pull over, maybe take a picture or two, really take it in, and then you're gonna keep going. And then eventually you're gonna get to your destination, and you're gonna be like, damn, I can't believe I just drove all that way. But then you get to your spot and you're comfortable. And then you could just look back on the journey that you just had and just see it for what it is, which is stories. So give yourself time, I promise. How do I make meaningful connections when all I want is to stay home and water my plants? I don't think that meaningful connections really exist right now. It just feels like the world is just focused on work, focused on themselves, focused on just trying to get to the next day. Don't know if meaningful relationship or meaningful connection is a priority right now. So maybe it shouldn't be for you either. I know you want to, but it's real ghetto out here, and I don't suggest you do it. If your partner didn't want to do self-development things because they don't like to, can you both grow? I think you should break up effective immediately. Like immediately break up. Call them right now and break up. You know what? Some people may not be in the space to self-develop. I don't think that you two can grow together. I don't necessarily think that you have to though for a relationship. I think that y'all can grow in your own ways while still being in a relationship, and because I feel like you have to grow individually before you can grow with another person. But if only one of you is actually willing to put the work into the self-development that you're talking about, then I think that it can work, but I just think that hell will be annoying, to be honest. I feel like they're just going to be irritated. Like, I feel like they're going to be irritating. Just imagine if you became vegan and you're sitting down eating your like chickpea ribs, and then your partner comes in and they're like chowing down on lemon pepper wings right next to you. Like they are throwing the bones, the lemon and the pepper is like getting on your plate a little bit. It's like they're allowed to do it, but at the same time, can you go over there? Maybe they should just go over there and you go over here. Haven't had sex in a minute, but I'm living in a new city and don't know anyone. What would you do? Listen. Everyone in the studio audience, listen. I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes you just have to talk to people. And yuck, it's the worst. I get it. How do I get over being scared of the breakup when in a relationship? Why are you plotting on your own downfall so soon? You're being very DaBaby about this. Like, don't ruin this for you, okay? I think you should talk to somebody with certification, like a lot of certifications, like enough, like more certifications than an F-150. Therapist, perhaps, counselor, or just like any older woman with like big titties. What I'm gonna tell you straight like this. This sounds like you have an issue with abandonment. Maybe you have an issue with the thought of starting over, or maybe you have an issue with being alone. As an introvert, that sounds like the best days of my life. Abandonment is my love language. But what I can say is you can worry now or you can worry later. If you have no reason to worry, if you have no reason to think your relationship is going to end, if things are good, why are you so focused on that? If that happens, that's gonna suck. I'm sorry, and it will. It will suck, but only let it suck one time rather than allowing it to suck now when it's not even happening. How to get over rejection without letting it affect your self-esteem. You just gotta change your perspective on it. Rejection is not something that you can skirt your entire life. There are so many things that impact your self-esteem. I wouldn't put so much value into this one. Like, there are so many things that you can do for your own self-esteem that has nothing to do with anybody, has nothing to do with anybody thinks of you at all. I go buy a sweater, my self-esteem boosts. I take a cute selfie, my self-esteem go up. I go out and have a good time, the self-esteem stocks go up. And so it's just about finding those things that help you have a healthier self-esteem and just not allowing this particular things like rejection, which is a very normal thing, by the way, be the one that has the most weight. How do you deal with straight girls constantly flirting / being mad gay with you as a joke? Well, I say, you eat a pussy as a joke. Haha. This is just the way straight girls flirt. They're bad at it, and this is the only thing that they can default to because they date men, and flirting with a man is like flirting with a fucking wet sock. So just go with it and see how far you can get. Don't be weird about it. But honestly, she's probably just egging you on because she wants a little attention from you, you know? She wants a little bit of the LGBT finesse. Seems like when I'm honest, I'm being overcritical, yet they ask for my honesty. What should I do? Oh, I deal with this quite often. Apparently, it's possible to be honest and not be a dick. Don't be daft. It's possible. It is called tact. It's called thinking about what you're saying and making sure that whatever you're saying is said with love and encouragement and not solely criticism, because then it just comes off cold. But just make sure that there's like a love or a warmth in your tone and in the intention behind the criticisms that you're giving. Because if you are someone who's overly critical, you're probably critical of shit that you don't need to be critical about, me. And in that case, that is a reflection of how critical you are on yourself. And that also ain't got shit to do with other people. That is our show. Thank you so much for tuning into the program. I hope that Casual Friday was okay with y'all. Tim, I see you. A little too casual. Who wears sandals and turtlenecks at the same time? Huh? That's fucking weird. That'll match. But that's just Tim. Thank you for tuning into the Jade Fox Advice Show. I will see y'all very soon in another episode.